Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. Tony Award winner Jefferson Mays is back on Broadway with his tour de force adaptation of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, which is directed by Michael Arden, and we're here to celebrate on opening night. Well, first of all, you look stunning. You are the most dapper man on Broadway. It is opening night. How do you feel tonight?
Oh, just euphoric and ecstatic, and I just have to repeatedly pinch myself. This just came together so fast and so suddenly. And because I was just in the Music Man, and then the Nederlander made itself available, and we've been preparing this thing, haven't we, for years, 4 years,
yes.
you know. And here we are at last. It's so good to be here.
It's opening night. How are you feeling tonight?
I mean, it's incredible. We've been working on this for 4 years, and so it's so thrilling to be here with my best friend making magic.
It's extraordinary. We've been wanting this to be on Broadway for so long, and COVID interrupted that. And it's so great to be here and to be back. And the show's really nerve-wracking for us. So I don't want to speak for you. I'm nervous.
No, I'm terrified.
It's terrifying.
But you know, it's a ghost story, so we should be.
Exactly.
Totally.
I'm so excited to be a part of this beautiful production and see Jefferson go out on stage each night and just be magnificent. I'm just overjoyed.
So it's a tour de force for him. What do you do in the show? Tell me.
Well, I'm the Spectre, and so at the very end of the show, I have this huge puppet that I put on, and I get to come out and float around the stage and really bring home the aspect of it. Because it is such a one-man show, they use a lot of animation and projections. But to see actually one of the ghosts materialize, and actually you can hear the gasps in the audience when they realize, oh no, that's not a projection. So it's just to be that tiny little part, I'm overjoyed to be a part of it.
It was an unbelievable Everest to climb, but I hope I've summited, and we'll see. You know, it's great. It's a great challenge, and he's a spectacular model that we have to just follow the path that he's trailed for us, or blazed for us. Yeah.
So what was it like watching him create this in the rehearsal room?
Stunningly frightening. Yeah. But the more you learn it, what seemed impossible, as with anything, you put in the hours, you put in the time, it's not impossible.
Yeah.
But, I mean, nobody can do what he does, but we all have to, create our own version of what he does. But
So
yeah.
you have to be ready on a moment's notice, because understudies and standbys have saved the theater over the past few years. So you're ready to go, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, put me in, coach.
I love it. Well, it is opening night. How do you feel, my friend?
Elated. I'm just so proud of all of the work that has been done on this production. Jefferson is a marvel, as you know, as everyone in this town knows, but they're going to be reminded again. And just the whole company, Danny and Pete and Michael and Emilio and Henry, our whole cast and creative team, they're all it's just a show that has been led by kindness and nurtured by the spirit of A Christmas Carol.
What's it been like for you adapting this with Jefferson and with Michael Arden?
Oh, it was the best fun because when we got flung into the idea in Los Angeles, Jefferson was heavily immersed in work, so I got to play around for the first few months with it. And then we'd go for long walks and discuss these and buts and isses and thans and
Yes.
what word goes where. So
But she did an astonishing job of working from not only Dickens' original unexpurgated manuscript, but his own specific stage version, and then amalgamated the two. And
tried to get rid of some of the soppy bits.
yeah, and she wrote a lot of Dickens herself.
What have you enjoyed the most about watching Jefferson do what he does?
His consistent pursuit of making things better. You know, I watch him perform, and I thought, wow, that was a great performance, you know. But he continually goes back to the text and is rehearsing lines and physicalities, and the overwhelming professionalism that he has is amazing, and it really is inspiring.
It's like being in both like a church and a master class, and a sort of a funeral service all at the same time.
No, it's a complete masterclass, and what he does on stage and what he does inside the physical production is so precise and so extraordinary. It's hard to imagine anybody else doing it. It's amazing.
I'm forever spoiled. I mean, it's to be able. I keep saying to him, like, we're just trying to meet you where you are. So that's our only hope.
Working with Michael Arden.
Oh God. Yeah, you needed a full hour with me on that subject, but he is a true visionary and a beautiful spirit, and it continually astounds me. And a brother, yes. I mean, he grew up with Christmas Carol too. Tiny Tim was his first role, and so he loves this story to a profound level. So it was a dream working with him.
I would pay a lot of money to see him play Tiny Tim today.
So as you're standing here opening night, what's going through your mind?
Oh boy, I suppose I should go in and prepare to do this. But the weird thing about doing a one-person show, and particularly this one, is that you step on the stage. It's like stepping out of the door of an airplane with a parachute on, and throwing yourself out, and then it's over. The evening passes in this glorious blur, this experience, and all of a sudden it's over, and you're backstage. So it's an amazing feeling. Yeah.
But that's the best thing about doing theater. You get to do it 8 times a week or whatever for a nice run, right?
Thank you for understanding that. Some people say, oh, how hideous to repeat something. Well, it's never repeating something. It's always rediscovering something and breathing fresh life into something, ideally, and communicating something to a new audience. And it's so gorgeous.
They're your scene partner.
Yeah,
so
the audience, especially with a
show.
one-person show, is your scene partner. Yeah.
You have loved this from a very, very young age.
Yes.
Just tell me what this story means to you and these characters.
It's my favorite piece of literature, and I can never do it without thinking of my beloved parents, Victor and Linabeth Mays, who first read this aloud to me, and I always have the distinct sensation, they're no longer with us, of being on stage with them every night that I do it, because I've stolen line readings from them shamelessly, but it's like being with my parents.
They would
Again.
be so thrilled.
Yeah, I think they would. This was a holiday tradition in my family that I'm so thrilled to be sharing with New York's family. Yeah.
You are bringing so much joy to so many audiences this holiday season so far. What that means to you, Jefferson?
Oh, it just means the world. I mean, it's what the whole holiday is about. And to be able to share this extraordinary, beautiful story with everyone is the greatest gift.
Strange few years where we've all been locked away from each other.
Yeah.
Feels like an opening up again.